and welcome back to my channel. Today I decided that I want to open up a little bit more to all of you guys, so I asked my TikTok followers to ask me anything they wanted, and there was about 1,400 questions. So I read through all of them, honestly, and I narrowed it down to about 30 questions that I've chosen to answer. And just so you know, that it really meant a lot to me that all of you guys interacted and want to know so much about me. So these questions that I'm going to answer are in complete random order. If you like this video, make sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, as well as ringing the bell to turn on notifications. Alright, our first question is, what do you do in your free time and what are your hobbies? And they said, love you. So I don't really have too much free time in between getting my master's and taking classes, even in the summer, and recording for multiple channels. But basically what I like to do is a lot of self-care, and I relax. I call my family and my friends because they live pretty far away from me and I like to catch up with them. And also, if it's a nice day out, I ride my bike, or I go swim in my pool, or even go to the beach. The next question says, what made you choose to learn sign language? It's an awesome project that you've learned. So basically, when I was a freshman in college, I decided to learn American Sign Language. It goes hand in hand with my major because sign language is an important form of communication, and speech language pathologists often do work with people who are deaf, and we even teach sign language to some of our clients with communication problems. So I thought it was a good skill for me to have just for in the future when I'm working with people, and it has been pretty awesome to use sign language when I'm just like out and about, and say I run into a person who uses sign language to communicate. It's a pretty good feeling. So I'll do a little bit of sign language for you. Alright, our next question. What is your biggest goal in life, and are you close to achieving it? If yes, what gave you motivation, and if no, how are you planning to achieve it? By the way, love you. So basically my biggest goal is to be healthy and happy. I already am very close to achieving my master's degree in speech language pathology, which is my ultimate goal. I only have about a year left, and it feels pretty good to be achieving that goal. And then from there on, my next goal is to get my license to practice and my certification to practice speech language pathology. All right. The next question is, how is your schooling going? I've heard it mentioned, but never really anything else about it. How is school, and what's your major? So like I just said, my major is speech language pathology, and school is going great. I mean, as you all know, I think everybody is taking online classes right now. So that's a little weird, and I don't know, it's different, and I'm sure a lot of you agree with me. But overall, it's been fine. Having online classes gives me like a bit more free time, but also at the same time, I do feel that there's a lot more work that goes into it. So that's how it's going. Everything's going good. Let's see. What pets have you ever had, and do you have any right now? So growing up, I had like every single pet. I had hermit crabs, tadpoles that then grew into frogs, tons of fish, a dog, I had cats. Right now, my cat is living with my parents up in Pennsylvania, and I had to leave him there. I left him with my parents when I went into my undergrad, and then when I decided to move to Florida, I didn't really want to take him away from his home that he grew up in. And currently the only pet that I have in my apartment with me is a little betta fish, and his name is Calypso. But right now I'm actually looking into adopting a cat, so maybe by the fall I'll have a new kitten to introduce to you guys. That's not going to be maybe until like September, October. I'm not really sure though. Alright, and then our next question is, what's your biggest pet peeve? Pretty much, I think it's haters who hate me for no reason. If you have a reason to hate me, like you don't like my voice or you think I'm annoying or something, then okay, I'm not gonna try to make you like me, but I don't like people who just hate on me and won't give me a chance but have absolutely no legitimate reason to not like me. So that's probably my biggest pet peeve. And then Yeah, that's my biggest pet peeve. All right. If you could go back in time and tell your younger self anything, what would you go back in time to, and what would you say? I wouldn't go back in time to a specific event, but I would tell my younger self to not lose sleep over any situation, anybody, any boy, because it's not worth it. Like, you don't stress about everything, I would tell myself, and just kind of go with the flow and just don't lose sleep over situations, because they're gonna end in the future and there's no need to stress about them. All right, our next question is, Eleni, please answer my question. What was your dream job as a kid? So when I was small, I told everybody that my dream when I grow up is to be a farmer, but I don't really think it was about like tending to the land and like growing crops. It was more about being on a farm with being surrounded by animals and like loving animals all day and taking care of them. So I don't really think I understood that that's not solely being a farmer. But for so many years I wanted to be a farmer, and my dad was like scared because he didn't think it was a good idea that I was going to be a farmer. But I was a small child, so I just wanted to be a farmer. What's the meaning behind your usernames and name in general? So my username, Kuklitsa, that I use for pretty much everything, it's a variation of the word kukla, which means doll. And it's pretty much just like an endearing nickname that my friends and family from Greece, or my Greek friends and family, call me. So they have always called me Kuklitsa or Kukla. So I just kind of went with it when creating my username a while back, and I love it. So that's that. Next question is, did you ever think you would have fans and become such a known person? I love you and your videos. Looking forward to this video. So I never thought that I would have fans. I never thought that I would be on YouTube. I never thought, like 6 months ago, that this would happen at all. It's pretty exciting and all new to me, but I never envisioned this for my future. I moved here to go to school, and that was it. I never thought that any of this would happen. But it's pretty amazing. All right. Do you consider yourself famous? No, I don't. Have you ever been noticed in public? Yeah, I've been noticed before in public a while back, but just like a week or so ago, I was noticed just right when I was shopping, walking around, and it surprised me a lot. Okay, on a scale of 1 to 100, how much do you love your fans? The true fans I love 100 out of 100. So I really do love you guys, and it really means a lot to me, everyone that supports me and is here for me. I love the fandom with all the fan accounts. I love everybody that follows me, subscribes to me, and is always messaging me really sweet and thoughtful DMs and nice comments on everything. I try to read and reply to as many comments as I can, but unfortunately I kind of am slacking at reading DMs. But I do see some of them, and I do appreciate every single one of you. All right. Do you ever think a YouTuber will be your permanent job? So that's a really good question. I really don't know. I guess I'll just take it from here and see how it goes. Like I said, I'm still planning on finishing school and even working afterwards, but if there's a need for me and you guys still want me to record videos with Pat, like on the gaming channels, and record for my channels, then that is something that I will consider. How has your life changed since you joined YouTube? Well, I'm a lot busier. I definitely don't have as much free time, but I've made a lot of friends, more friends than I ever dreamed. Friends that I game with on Roblox, friends that are, supportive of me and always commenting on my things. Like, you guys are there with me every step of the way. So I would say my life has changed for the better in the fact that I consider that I gained a ton of new friends from it. What is your goal for subscribers on YouTube? So my goal keeps changing. At first it was like, oh, I hope I reach 20K subs, then 50. And I guess now my goal is to reach 100 subs. But yeah, every time I hit a milestone, my goal keeps changing. Did you ever think you would do YouTube before you started, and how does it feel to be getting so many fans so quick? Well, no, I never thought I would be a YouTuber. That was never even considered in my plan for life, because I didn't grow up with YouTube, and I never, you know, I had an account to watch YouTube. I never really bothered to watch the people. I subscribed to almost no one, honestly. And I guess since I started recording, I've definitely gotten more into YouTube, but yeah, I just never thought about it. It's honestly amazing, and I just can't believe this is even possible. I definitely feel blessed. So then, next question is, does your mom watch your videos? So yes, my mom does. My mom and my dad does. And then the next day after they're posted, they call me to talk about it. And then also, my brother watches my videos, but he edits my videos for my channel, so he has to watch my videos over and over and over again, and I'm pretty sure he doesn't watch them again after I post them. What did Pat do to convince you to record with him, or did you want to? So I never wanted to record with him initially. I had known him for like a couple months before he even mentioned the fact that he asked me to record for him for popular MMOs, and then he invited me, and then I decided to record, and we recorded like 2 videos, and then shortly after that he asked me if I wanted to keep recording with him like every so often. And then I guess, you know, it was a little rough start at first with you guys accepting me and everything, but then after that we decided that I would join on the channel Pat and Friends and record like every other day for that channel. And then once everything happened with Corona, I had a lot more free time in the spring, so we decided to record every single day. So it's definitely been, he didn't convince me. When he asked me, I was thinking about it, but it's not like he had to convince me to. I was like, all right, I'll give it a shot and see how it goes. But I did not think that it would turn into all of this. Did you watch Pat's videos before you guys met? Nope. Never. I actually never even heard of him, and when he told me he was a YouTuber, I didn't believe him, and I thought he was lying, because I was like, I know there's YouTubers, but I'm like, who's a YouTuber that I would know? How often do you record with Pat on Pat and Friends? Well, now it's renamed to Pat and Eleni, but I even forget that it's called Pat and Eleni. So we record about twice a week, and we bulk record 2 or 3 times a week, and we both record to be able to post 7 videos a week, once a day on that channel, and then maybe like 2 or 3 on popular MMOs. So that is why you see me wearing the same clothes in like 3 or 4 videos. I see comments, people being like, day 4, Eleni still hasn't changed her clothes. But you guys, I'm literally wearing the same outfit in one day that we both record for. I see those comments and I'm like, oh my gosh, people actually don't think I changed my clothes. Alright, so are you thinking of getting an upload schedule? So that's a good question, and honestly, I am thinking about it. I would like to post like twice a week and post on a regular upload schedule for you guys, but I'm still figuring out a good recording schedule for me on what days that I can record. And then since my brother edits my videos, I also need to make sure that he's able to edit the videos, and then I can have it posted by a certain day. I would love to have an upload schedule for you guys to announce today, but unfortunately I just don't think that's possible right now, and hopefully in a month or so I'll get like my schedule on track to record for all of the channels and my channel and have a regular consistent upload schedule. Okay. What was it like starting YouTube while doing studies and moving to a different place or state? I don't know where you're from. So I'm from Pennsylvania, and then I moved here to Florida almost a year ago. It's literally at the end of July will be exactly a year since I moved here, which is crazy because I don't know, I just love Florida and it's been the best decision for me moving here. But since starting to record while doing school, it's basically been non-stop. So a year ago, I was getting ready, packing up all my belongings, and then moved down here, unpacked, got situated, immediately started working towards my master's degree, and around the same time I had met Pat. And then, as you guys know, in the fall, I started actually recording with him. And since then, it's just been nonstop busy, always doing something. But I like that about my life. I sort of maintain on top of things. I use tons of like calendars, planners, so I can stick to my schedule and know when I need to do things. But it's been pretty crazy, but I like it like that. I don't like to be the type of person who has nothing to do, because I do have a lot going on in my life, so it works out great for me. All right. Will you do a 100K subscriber special video once you reach it? Most definitely I will. I have a few ideas for that, and it's actually coming up way quicker than I expected, so I guess I need to start preparing for that video. All right. Who is your favorite villager in Animal Crossing? Also, I love you. Well, I love you too. My favorite villager is Ozzy. He's this cute little gray koala bear. He was one of my first few villagers. I think honestly like my third villager that came to my island. And I don't know, I'm just obsessed with him. I think he's so cute and he's so sweet, and I never want him to move away. Thankfully, I talk to him almost every single day, well, every single time I go on Animal Crossing, so if he decides to move away, I'm probably gonna cry, because he's adorable. Alright, can you do an island tour on Animal Crossing? So I will do an island tour once my island is amazing, because right now I just started terraforming and like building my island, and I'm not very good at it. I'm just kind of like messing around, because all of this is new to me. And the original Animal Crossing that I played, we had none of those capabilities, so I'm not very good at it. But once I get my island all ready, I definitely will be doing that. Alright. What games do you usually play on Nintendo Switch other than Animal Crossing? Anyways, stay beautiful and amazing. So I only have a couple games right now, but I like to play, other than Animal Crossing, of course, my main. I like to play Harvest Moon, Luigi's Mansion, and Super Smash Bros. But I want to get more games. I think the next game I might buy, honestly, is Assassin's Creed, because I played that always on Xbox 360, and it was my favorite game, honestly. Well, not really my favorite game, but one of my favorite games. So I see that was available for Switch, so I'm thinking I'm gonna get that one next. What was Animal Crossing played on in 2004? So, this is a long time ago, but it was played on the Nintendo GameCube, and I believe that was the very first Animal Crossing that was ever released. It was awesome. The graphics have changed so much since, back in the early 2000s when that one came out versus the new one, Animal Crossing New Horizons. So it's crazy. When I first got Animal Crossing on the Switch, I was like, oh, this looks the same. And then I was looking at like the game on the Nintendo GameCube, and I was like, oh gosh, the graphics were awful back then. And I thought that was really good. What was the first game you got into playing? So, okay, the very first games that I got into playing, honestly, was like in the very late 90s or early 2000s. I think the first one was, there were PC games on like Windows 98, like pre-popular internet era. It was Putt-Putt, the race begins, or Putt-Putt Racing, and then Cat's Parade. So this was like, when I was a small child, this was before I even got a Nintendo GameCube. Okay. So, but then when I got older, I guess, because it says, what was the first game you really got into playing? When I got older, the first game that I was really obsessed with was when I got an Xbox 360, and it was Call of Duty Black Ops. I think it was Black Ops 1. I noticed you guys are asking me which one about that. Alright, so what started your obsession with horror, games, and movies? So I always liked watching Sci-Fi Channel with my dad. He got me really into like sci-fi and aliens and like, I don't know, just all of that type of stuff. But the alien movies kind of stemmed into me liking horror movies, and then when I was getting older, I would go to movie theaters with my friends or like someone that I was dating, and I always wanted to see the new horror movie that came out, because I just think horror movies in a movie theater is like the best experience. And then that stemmed into me liking horror games. So, and then I've also always loved Halloween, and as soon as, September, October rolls around, I'm always in haunted houses, you know, like decorating my house to be all spooky. So I think those are just 2 reasons, sci-fi and then Halloween, as to how I got into my obsession of horror everything. So yeah, that was the last question. I hope this wasn't too long for you guys to watch, but this has been really fun. It's been really fun looking at everything that everyone wants to know about me, and I'm happy to give everybody answers. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys now feel like you know a bit more about me, because my first Q&A that I did, which was my very first video, kind of didn't really get too in depth. So I just thought, well, I'll take this chance to answer anything that you guys want. I hope you like this video. Be sure to give it a like, subscribe to my channel, and make sure to ring the bell. Well, thank you for being here. See you next time.